If you've not played Nier Automata, you really need to. It was the best game of 2017. Amazing soundtrack, dynamic music on top of it. So it actually changed for what you're doing in context, which is really cool for music. I love when it does that. But we're not playing that today. No. Welcome back, everybody. So, yeah. If memory serves me correctly, I took yesterday off from streaming. That's right, because I literally burned the crap out of my finger. It was a third-degree burn. Had skin actually had to be a little slightly charred, but I'm fine. Lived through it. I've had much worse burns before. So, yeah, I took it off. The day prior, I did a speed run, Bayonetta 2, got a 152. It was really bugging me because there's a lot of errors and problems with the run. I just kept thinking, man, I can do a whole lot better. And I did. So I did an offline run and improved by 3 minutes. So my Bayonetta 2 time is now down to 1 hour and 49 minutes. We're not playing that either. If you haven't guessed by looking at the title information for my stream, we'll be playing some Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. I was kind of surprised to see that this game, pardon me, is going up in price. I bought 2 copies of this 2 years ago. 3 actually, because one of them was defective. And it was for the Wii U and the PlayStation 3. And I got them for a total of $10 combined. Now, this game is selling around $40 to $50 used. I don't know why that is. It's not the best game ever, but we're going to play it because I haven't played it in a while, especially on the Xbox 360. So we'll give that a spin. Crazy enough, the best version is the Wii U version, even though that version is the glitchiest. The reason why I like the Wii U version the best is because you have Momiji and Katsumi. You have extra characters that are not in any other version of the game, just on the Wii U. And trust me, this is a much, much better update versus the original Ninja Gaiden 3. I mean, oof. I mean, this actually has like story elements cut out in order to make it better. That's how bad the original game was. They're like, yeah, we need to get rid of this crap. We are going to simplify things, so that's exactly what happens. Double check options. I'm also using new stream settings too, so it should be 1080p. You should have the ability to pick the encode, so if it's running a little too slow for your internet, if you don't have the best internet in the world, you should hopefully be able to pick 720p. Looks like they gave me the transcodes for it, because I have those options. Alright, so we should be good. And the original game, Ninja Gaiden in Black, the updated version of it, the world's just kind of weird fantasy mixture of demons and stuff. Then 2 starts to introduce like New York City and Venice, real places. And then 3, they're just like, screw it, it's our world, just a little more future. That's it. So it went from like make-believe fantasy world to whatever. We have the JSDF, Japanese Self-Defense Force. We have Ryu without his mask.
Call me Ishigami.
Call me Ishmael. I mean Ishigami.
Ministry of Defense. External Affairs.
A special agency within the ministry. Think of us like you ninja.
Especially is weird because you were all wiped out, so you're a zombie. How are you here?
Mizuki McLeod, Japan Air Self-Defense Force Special Security Unit. Flight Officer, First Class. Yesterday, an unknown group launched a terrorist attack in London. They've taken control of the area around the Prime Minister's residence.
So why me? What do you need my help for?
Exactly. I don't know why I'm here.
Oh no. We don't need your help. You need ours. Mizuki, show him the video.
This was just sent to us by the government.
Bring us Ryu Hayabusa. Bring us Ryu Hayabusa. It's you they want. Ryu Hayabusa.
You realize this is Japan and there's like a million of us, right? I mean, it's kind of a common name, really. It's like, bring us John Smith, a white guy. Okay.
Hayabusa, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All civilians have been evacuated. Any armed soldiers down there are fair game.
The hostages are in the Prime Minister's residence, right?
Yes. I'll monitor the situation and guide you from the air. Be careful, Hayabusa.
Also, this first level can be kind of dark visually, so if I need to adjust for either audio or visual, like brighten it up, let me know. I'm more than happy to change it. Gotta get that timing down for steel on bone. Alright, looks like the audio is a little bit too loud here. Let me drop it down just a little bit. See if that's a little bit better. Weird, I lost control for a second. Yeah, it's like weird. It's like I'm losing control, but I'm like right next to my 360. Really? What new ninja skills can I learn? Almost nothing. Which, needless to say, I will be going for the infinite karma glitch, so if you've never seen or heard of that before, it is something that happens across all platforms. You can do it on the PlayStation 3 or the Wii U. And what you do is you slowly walk into one of the scarabs on the ground. It gives you 5,000 points. If you hit start, like if you hit the spot screen like this, or if you hit select, it doesn't matter which one it is. If you hit it on the same frame you pick it up, you're going to have this like incredibly loud like pickup noise repeatedly. It's one of those things where you just like take off your headphones. I warned everybody in advance before I do it, and I will do it again. I'll warn everybody. You just let it sit for like a minute. And after like a minute, you have like 20 million points, so you can buy almost all the upgrades in the game. So yeah, it's fun. What's up, man? AJ, good to see you. Thanks for the host, by the way. Why have you become Razor's Edge? I'm better than that. Well, hey, I think it is definitely one of AC/DC's most underrated albums, and I figured it is time it gets proper representation amongst the rock fans. Sure, it was no Back in Black, but it had some good hits. This game, however, is still a turd. It's a more polished turd. I mean, if we really wanted to get, like, really terrible, I could throw in the vanilla version on PlayStation 3. That game is just... there's no excuse for that.
There's an alley nearby. Hurry! Looks like you got rid of it. We can't do anything with that thing around.
So hopefully the stream's okay, by the way, because I've gone through and made some changes. One, I'm actually broadcasting in 1080p, which I usually don't do. And I'm just trying to get like a better picture quality, because I'm tired of like looking at all my streams and they look like blurry and pixelated. And it really drives me nuts. I was thinking maybe it's like 720p. But of course, I know that not every... I think I have the transcodes right now, so you should be able to select like 720p, 1080p, and so forth. But if not, I'll just switch it back to the older stuff, because I don't want people to not be able to watch my stream because their internet's lowered. So, okay, good. Yeah, as long as it looks better. I mean, that was one of the things that was bugging me. I was watching my streams back, and I'm like, why does it look like crap? It's like, it looks so much better on my end. Yeah, so this game, actually, the best version is on the Wii U, which is pretty crazy because it's actually the buggiest version. But I like it because you have extra characters that are not in any other version of the game. So you have Momiji and you have Kasumi as playable characters in that version. Which really is like what's missing from these other ones, too. What? Oh, nonsense. Shenanigans. These guys see me do that like, oh, dude, I totally got this guy. Trust me. Trust me, bro. I'm gonna be the one who takes this guy down. The game is glitched, by the way. It's saying I should have the Bloody Rage, but I can't pull it off. I mean, this is not the most, like, you know, competently programmed game, but still. What's really surprised me, though, is that this game is going up in price. I bought the Wii U and the PlayStation 3 versions of this 2 years ago for $10 total. Taxes, everything, $10 out the door, done. This game now sells for around $40 to $50 used. I don't know why, because it's not that good of a game. It's just one of those random things. I just don't know why prices go up for stuff like that. It's not bad. Also, this got backported about 2 or 3 months ago. Like, not really backported, but emulated on the Xbox One X. So you can actually play this in 4K now if you have a capable system and display to look at it. So I'd really like to see a Ninja Gaiden 4, but I mean, seeing what happened to 3 with this game makes me really kind of leery to want that. I mean, 3 was just terrible. There was like no excuse for that game. Razor's Edge was a decent update to try to fix the problems, but you can only fix a game so much, really. On the Wii U, this part's kind of funny because this part just chugs. The frame rate just like falls to nothing. Everything starts running in slow motion. Okay, there we go. Right button? Not quite. There we go. Okay, so the right bumper is what focuses my camera. Oh, that makes me nervous. So right now my thumb's off the stick. That's not a problem with the game, that's a problem with the controller, and this is like a newer controller. For me. Yeah, and that's the thing, is because like everybody who was involved, what made like Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 so good, mostly Tomonobu Itagaki, left. So then they tried to make number 3, and it was just a disaster. Then they finally said, hey, we need to put all those things back in that people wanted. Decapitations, delimbs, violence. Get rid of the stupid mini-game where you do the blood on, like, you do the steel on bone thing. You actually have to press a button in order to do it every single time. It's like, why? Get rid of these scenes, like the beginning of the game where you play the ending. Get rid of the parts where you have soldiers begging for their lives, like, oh no, please don't kill me, I got myself a whole family at home, I'm doing this to feed them. My daughter has polio, she can't walk, she needs medicine, that's why I do it, don't kill me. And you just keep walking towards them, triggers another cutscene where they're begging for their life. They kept trying to make Ryu, like, human and have all these emotions, and, like, you want to understand why, like, how he wrestles with killing people. It's like, I'm a ninja. In the last 2 games, I have murdered thousands upon thousands of people. He doesn't care. I don't care. It's like, yeah, it's... And they're all bad Cockney accents. I'm wondering, like, if they got, like, Loki for Bayonetta 2 to, like, be the same place. Like, we need somebody who sounds really Cockney and crazy to do our character. Well, trust me, there's this game called Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. We'll get one of those guys to do it. Ooh, yeah. A friend of mine, you mentioned about Ninja Gaiden 2 and Xbox One being fixed. One of my friends, Furry Pursuer, noticed that as well, because he was on the stair part. He's like, it runs full 60 now. It's like, that is awesome. Also, for some reason, Ryu can turn into a predator. So I can hear the predator sound like... Cue a Neil Breen's "Where are you?" If you've never seen a Neil Breen movie, they're amazingly bad. I don't know how this guy saw me, but he did. So now we have this guy, he's a pain in the butt.
No. I can take this thing down.
Just a sword. Amazing.
By the way, we're gonna make you go lunging forward, and your moves are gonna have delay recovery frames. So good luck dodging that.
Get out of there, Hayabusa. Regroup.
No. I can take this thing down.
So it's like, oh god, the recovery frames in this game are horrendous. It's like I'm literally slamming on like the dodge move, and it just you just stand there like, oh yep, that was an attack I did.
Just a sword. Amazing.
That's supposed to be able to shoot through himself, by the way. But here we are.
I can't believe it's still moving. thermal readings from inside the smoke. Get out of there, Hayabusa. Regroup.
No. We take this thing down.
Just a sword. Amazing.
He didn't slam down. So I notice the version might be related to PS3 version. If you switch the menu language to Japanese, the weapon switching is a lot faster. Now, are you talking just like when you hit up or down on the D-pad to switch your weapon, like that way, or just like move recovery in general? Because this game has like loads of like recovery frames. You do an attack, you are committed to it, and there's certain things you just can't cancel out of. Also, one of the things they did in this game, yeah, up, down, D-pad. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, because I remember sometimes it'd take a long time. But another thing that they did in this game was also, they heard the criticism that the first game was too easy, which it literally was. So they went too far in certain things, like this guy. I mean, he was doing like rapid fire electricity attacks and cannons at the same time. Yeah, that's nonsense. You can't get close to attack him right now. He's almost dead. That, boys and girls, is what we call bullshit. That's called artificial difficulty. Yes, it's a perfectly programmed game, Jay. How dare you? How dare you insinuate otherwise? Even Furry's like, yeah, this is not good. Even he concedes, like, yeah, they screwed the difficulty on certain parts. And he is a person who can take this game apart 6 ways from Sunday. Well, hey, if he's using his name, I'm gonna call him a furry.
I can't believe it's still moving.
Oh, I know you're a furry, but no. I don't know, I haven't seen you, like, take apart this game on Master Ninja difficulty just yet, though. Maybe it will next time.
The generator's exposed. Take it out.
Yep, Furry Pursuer. The man who makes Ninja Gaiden games look like a total complete joke.
Such power.
I'm heading for the residence.
He's like, oh yeah, it's easy, just do this.
Roger.
Incredible nonsense. It's like, why? How are you doing this? Well, seeing how there's like billions of explosions going on, pretty easy to understand why. Alright, so let's see. So I mentioned earlier I will be doing or attempting to do, the Infinite Karma Glitch. And I will give everybody fair and ample warning when that happens, because, yeah, it is just the loudest sound ever. It's kind of funny is that it's on all versions. At first I was thinking like it could do it on the Wii U, and that was the first version of this game. Because they ported this to actually other systems, you know, like to the 360 and PS3 after that. But it's on every single version of the game, you can do it. It's so much to do. It's so much fun to do, especially when you, like, last time I played this was on the PlayStation 3, and I don't have a DualShock 3 controller, so I had to use, like, third-party controllers, which have massive dead zones, so it was, like, really a super struggle. It was like, I could not walk forward slowly. It was like, nothing or full sprint. Well, thank goodness, you know, those bombs only hurt me and not them. You know, they figured out smart grenades, apparently. You can throw them in the crowd of their own soldiers, nothing bad will happen. That is like future tech right there.
Commencing operation.
Watch out, they're on the roof.
They've also added in lovely little challenge arenas, which is also another thing that was not in the original version of the game. Is no one interested that Indiana Jones is going to show up looking for this crystal skull, or is it just me? And here we are, back in Ninja Gaiden 2 land. Which is technically my home, so... where are all the other ninjas coming to my aid? I don't know. Yeah, just probably don't... I mean, like I said, you see like this ninja literally slicing and dicing everybody. Your missiles are missing him. Your machine gun bullets do nothing, and you're like, dude, we should totally keep firing and fighting him. I'd be like, nope, I'm out. I don't care. I don't care if my daughter has polio. I don't care that I'm buying her medicine with my blood money here. Little Susie's got to learn how to live in that iron lung. Is that guy still around? Or FPS Russia was like famous for like almost getting himself killed on a regular basis. I'm so glad that Nippo only worked on one person. I remember seeing like one FPS Russia video. The guy was like, I can't remember what he had. He had like some kind of explosive in a car, set it off, and the car door like went exploding right towards him, like, and just narrowly missed him, like by a foot. It's like if it had hit him, it would like probably killed him. Well, it depends entirely on what you're shooting. I mean, you can have some missile rounds, exploding rounds that are pretty small, and, you know, they make it that way so soldiers can carry them on the battlefield. You have some are just absolute honkers. Like, there's this, I forgot what it's called, but the Dutch had used it. The United States decided to bring it back in Afghanistan. It's like this humongous, like, it's literally a cannon. It's not like a portable missile launcher or anything like that. It's like, it's a freaking mortar round you're shooting out of a tube, like, handheld rocket. I forgot exactly what it's called. But, like, you just become a portable tank round at that point. Oh, yeah. Like, even those, like, quote-unquote, like, realistic games, you know, like, the most realistic military shooter, they're usually not even close. Like, and not just, like, the military life, but, like, just the weaponry and stuff in general. Because real-life operations, how that stuff works, it'd be way too boring and too slow. Oh, they gave him a double charge. Yeah, I'm usually just doing one from Ninja Gaiden Black, not doing like two like that. It's kind of threw me off. Oh no, I DI'd! Hey, Mork, what's up? Ninja gardening. Yes. It's not Gaiden, it's actually gardening, and we don't know why people think this is a violent game. He's just trying to sow his seeds of destruction. Oh yeah, real guns sound completely different from like movies and video games and everything. You'd be surprised like how sharp sounding everything is, you know? You know, a lot of things will sound like gunshots or just not even really that impressive. So when they add them to movies and video games, they're like, let's add some bass and some reverb and echo to this to make it sound more intimidating. That's the way the thing is, like a lot of stuff, but like I told a friend of mine who had joined the army, this was like over 10 years ago, and one of the things they do in, you know, our like United States military is that one day you actually go out on the grenade range and they give you a grenade, like, and they give you all this like safety warning and stuff like that. Like the person in the pits with you is like, if you drop the grenade or you throw it wrong, I am going to throw you to the ground in a violent fashion, then throw myself on top of you, and if we survive, I'm going to chew you out, you know, for making that stupid of a mistake. So, growing up in the military, I've been around missile launchers, grenades, like all manners of weapons. You can name it, I've been around it and heard them be shot and all that other fun stuff. So I told my friend who was going through basic training, like, I was like, okay, here's what they're going to do for grenade day for you. You get to throw one grenade. I was like, you're going to be really shocked by how much you're going to feel it in your chest. And it's true. It's like grenades, you see it in the movies, this big humongous, like, fireball, explosion, all this cool stuff. And it's just like, actually, it's just like this bang, dust goes flying up. And it's like, and it's just, you just feel it in your chest. Like, the pressure wave just hits your chest. It's like, oh, it just reverberates with your lungs. It's a really weird feeling. He's like, after he got through basic training, he called me up. He's like, yeah, you're exactly right. That thing was like, you could feel it through your entire body. Don't have much more fuel than single digit seconds. Yeah. Yeah, those like missiles, when they go shooting out projectiles, they're going like 3,000 miles an hour or something crazy. Oh, no! no, I thought there was an enemy here. I was like, oh, I'll get him. I didn't realize that that was what I needed to try to glitch off of. But there's another one coming up, so we'll try it again. But yeah, those things go stupidly fast. Like, for example, I used to have a Barrett 50 cal M81A1. Those rounds were traveling. I only know it miles per hour, so you can do the conversions for you metric people. The rounds would leave the gun at around 1,950. Yeah, 1,950 feet per second. So it was just like, let's see, 190, 50, M82A1, 50 cal speed. Yeah, it was around that range. I remember it's ridiculously fast. You survive getting shot by a 50 cal? Well, let me put it this way. It creates a temporary wound cavity larger than your body, which is a polite way of saying the kinetic energy transfer literally explodes you.
Hayabusa, what's
No,
wrong?
you're not surviving that.
There's blood.
And I didn't
Are the
cause it for
hostages
once.
already?
I'm going on.
You're not locked. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Don't care about accuracy. Yes, as long as you're enjoying it, that's the big thing. I mean, for me, it's like a lot of times. Sometimes it'll bug me. Other times I can just kind of turn off that part of my brain and go, okay, let's just enjoy it. But other things, there's certain things I'm just like, no, I can't ignore that. It's just, it bugs me too much.
The executive office is up there.
Alright, let's see if I can do this. And with a kind of funky controller. So everybody watch your eardrums. I'm going to drop down the game audio pretty low. So, yeah, if you're wearing headphones, be careful. If I manage to pull this off correctly, you'll know it, you'll hear it. So just be careful, so everyone watch your eardrums. There we go. Okay. So, I turned down the audio. You should hopefully not be hearing the sound right now. If you want to hear what I'm talking about, that, but just even louder. So, let me drop down my headphones volume to nothing. There we go. So, we're just going to let this sit for a minute. So, yeah, you love Pacific Rim. Anyways, watch a movie once. More than once? Heck yes. Gypsy, Danger was analog, nuclear, and the robot was alright, and EMPs. Yes! Yeah. Yeah, nuclear weapons are one of my fun things that, you see happen in movies, and you're like, the real thing is far, far more horrific than you would ever like want to see or experience in real life. Like Indiana Jones climbing into the lead-lined refrigerator, which they did make for a very short time in the 1950s. That actually was accurate. But him surviving that nuclear blast and everything else, they're like, flying for like a mile and all their fun stuff there. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it. You would just be absolute toast. If you manage to survive, but also because the heat that gets put out, that's like 500 mile per hour winds first off that hits you, and then that white flash is literally radiant energy, which was like which sets everything on fire within like a 13 kilometer radius of that bomb going off. It's like everything is instantly like on fire or burning. So all the oxygen would be gone. You'd be broken from the 500-mile-per-hour wind hit you took. It's like, and then you're rated like when he stands up out of the fridge. He'd be like, "Oh, okay." It's like, I'm fine here," and he's like looking right up at the mushroom cloud. It's like, no, you're not. You are not good. You're going to be dying from either within a week or cancer within a couple of years. All right, so I think this has been enough time. Pardon me. Talking about nuclear weapons to let the game continue to buffer. Yeah, exactly. It's like he just went flying for like, what was it, like half a mile or something like that? It's crazy. Hey, Nimix, so right now, what you've just come into is me talking over this pause screen, but actually stuff is going on, namely this sound. Oh, that's right, I have my headphone volume off. Let's turn that back on. Oh, that's lovely. So, here we go. Alright. So, I just pulled off the karma glitch. So we're just gonna let the scarab count finish here, and we'll see how many points I have. Managed to get it like first try, which is usually not what happens to me. So I now have, looks like 50 million points. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm good. Theoretically possible, but I mean, no one really wants to test that out. I wouldn't. Like, yeah, we need you to hang on here for dear life. We're going to explode a nuclear weapon, first of all, violating the above-ground nuclear weapons ban treaty. You can still explode them underground, but just not above ground. And we're going to put you inside this lead-lined fridge from the 1950s. Let us know if you survive. Better Nimpo. Alright, so that's all I can buy right now. More stuff unlocks as you continue to play the game, but I have more than enough money to buy everything when it comes through. Alright. Save Bird's like, I'm getting out of here. Haha! Izuna drop. Oh yeah, I forgot you were here. Flippy Dippy Ninja Man, I forgot. Yeah, I got all the skills game. It's cool. I got that covered.
Don't kill me. I'll do anything. Please, anything. Please help. Please just.
So on the Wii U, this part would get glitched occasionally where you just could not beat him until you dropped the difficulty level. Whatever level you're on, you had to drop it by 1. You would kill him all the way, life bar completely gone, be hammering on him still for another couple minutes, he just would not die. I think my Nimpo is all gonna miss them. Nope, actually it worked. Okay, cool. Oh, he speaks Klingon.
So, how does it feel to suffer as all of your victims?
Yeah, so here's what really would have happened.
We are both
It's like,
steeped
oh,
in
my
the
arm's
blood of
cursed,
our
it's going to kill
countless
me.
victims,
Cut off your
my
arm,
brother.
problem solved.
Farewell.
Sure, you've been disarmed, but you're not gonna die from that stupid curse
Hayabusa,
anymore.
respond.
So I'm thinking, cool, I have this guy's weapon. That's gonna be a weapon I can use in the game.
Fine.
No, you just have it here. You can swing it if you want, but nothing happens, and next level it's gone.
1 minute to impact. You need to get out of there. There's gotta be a way out somewhere.
Gee, like the alley I'm in? No.
Hurry up or you won't make it.
Well, he wouldn't be all right, would he?
Hayabusa!
He could change his name to Link.
How
I
disappointing.
mean, it'd work in German, Links.
I
Yeah.
hope the mighty dragon ninja would have put on more of a show. No matter. Begin the next phase.
Yes, sir.
Kind of, sorta, as best I can do with my, like, 10-year out-of-date German skills.
Hayabusa! Come in!
Yeah, Lynx is left. So he'd be hitting the Lynx.
Hayabusa?
Yeah.
We're coming to
If
pick
it changes
you
name to Lynx, he's all good. Well, it's good to know that somewhere across the ocean I have severely impacted somebody's life by doing terrible, terrible puns. That's why I stream.
Don't worry about it. What matters now is...
By the way, I'm a single mother. Do you find me hot?
The soldiers withdrew once the
I have a
residence
kid.
was
Is that a
destroyed.
problem?
It appears you really were their objective.
Mizuki, turn on the news.
This new world has no need of nation-states. No need of avaricious, incompetent prime ministers, or presidents, or kings, or despots. Every nation, every country must immediately agree to our terms of surrender. You have 7 days, exactly the number of days it took God to create the world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not a single mother either.
Result in your
She is, though, in this
immediate
game.
destruction.
She's a single mother with a clingy kid who instantly runs up to Ryu and says, and types because she's selectively mute,
To you.
"Will you be my daddy?"
So this
It's
is
like, you know she told her kid to run up and say that to Ryu. Like, oh, by the way, Hana, just run up and show the nice ninja man this thing on the screen I typed in for you. I'm onto her game. She's thirsty. She likes the ninja. And still nothing new. Alright, cool. The original version also didn't have the story so far telling you what the story is with the game. Like, he escapes London, now he heads to an abandoned city in the middle of the desert. That was just blank. It was like, it just looked like this. You're like, what's going on, or anything. And so now they're like, well, let's fill people in.
Hayabusa, urgent call from HQ. Transmission source has been identified. See that high rise up ahead? It was abandoned in the middle of construction.
A Tower
As far
of
as we can
Babel
tell,
or
the
something.
satellite transmission originated from that location. Then it was uploaded and distributed through hacked communication systems all around the world.
Is that even possible?
If you had the entire world.
Well, maybe if you backtrace the IP using a GUI, sure.
So who are these people?
Whoever they are, they have
As long as you use
access to
Visual
machines
Basic to make that GUI to backtrace that IP address, you got it.
For today. They'll probably order the mobilization of emergency forces. HQ has told me to provide you with whatever support you need. Looks like we'll be working together for a while longer, Hayabusa.
It does.
close as we can get by car without attracting attention.
Although it's a desert, and you probably see me coming for the past 20 miles? Okay.
This was developed by our own engineers. It's still just a prototype, but
Here, I'll scratch up the paint job.
it's obviously not your dragon sword now, is it? This is a special bow that can lock onto a target. Should be easy enough for you to use, right?
I've used bows before.
Okay. Good luck. Remember, I'll be watching your back.
And your backside. Thirsty. Still nothing new. Up here we go. Falcon's Eye. Hold left button in the air. Yes, we will learn that skill. Yeah, so if you have no idea what in the world I'm talking about, the backtracing of GUI, all our fun stuff here. Little show called CSI Miami. I don't think I have a way to kill the audio for the game, unfortunately. We're just going to play this on top of it, but in a scene just so incredibly, like, what were they thinking? Obviously, nobody knew about computers. They wrote this as a script.
Weeks I've been investigating the Cabby Killer murders with a certain morbid fascination.
This is in real time. I'll create a GUI interface using Visual Basic. See if I can track an IP address.
Yeah, so if you couldn't hear that, she said I'm going to create, using a GUI interface, backtrace the IP using Visual Basic. Basically, we said she's going to create a program, like a little interface, a screen, GUI, graphical user interface, to track an IP address. Using a program called Visual Basic. None of that makes sense in any language. It's just like, did anyone like bother to check with a computer person at all before you started to write this, or... Yes, using Visual Basic. Create a GUI to backtrace that IP address.
Commencing operation.
They saw you!
Dang right they did.
What's that sound?
No, no, no. You do exactly what they said. I mean, didn't you hear them? You don't need a warrant or anything, or actually like talk to an IP department, you know. Someone who might know what's going on. You don't need to do any of that.
It's been a while, Master Ryu.
Ayane?
Hayate asked me to come.
It's like, why did Ryu go into battle without a sword? I mean, is he dumb?
Gets around fast.
Sure, but I mean...
Make sure you bring it back in one piece. It's just a loner.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty shocking, Jay, I'm aware. But trust me, that's not what you do. I know, it's crazy. I mean, that's what I would do to backtrace an IP address. Exactly what you would have done. Using an outdated, useless interpreter language.
Take care.
Create that graphical user interface, you know, to do all this whole thing. It turns out it's actually wrong. I know, I brought it up to, like, when I was in school for computer sciences, and, you know, my teacher was also really shocked, too. He had no clue.
Ninja have their ways.
Yes. Hey, Mollusk, not quite. You may have recognized her from Dead or Alive. Not the 80s rock band, but, rock, I guess, or synthwave.
You're cut off!
But yeah, that's actually where she's from originally, was Dead or Alive. She was the boss in the first game. Then they put her into this game to deliver a sword, and then they were like, maybe we should make her a playable character when we redo this game to make it, you know, somewhat better. Not total hot garbage. Yep. Not this game though. He had left the company by then, but Tomonobu Itagaki he did Ninja Gaiden Black, and Ninja Gaiden 2. He actually left the company before this game, which is why 3 was so terrible. And then they actually came out with Razor's Edge, which is what I'm playing now, which like made it closer to 2, but not quite. I mean, you can, it's like to say, it's like you can polish a turd. It's still a turd, but it's like, it's better than what it was. Yes, he also did Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, the first game at least. I don't know if he was there for the second one or not. Although, truth be told, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball is not a bad volleyball game. Actually, a fairly competent system. And I also read Playboy for the articles. It's not pornography, it's art. And what other lie I can think of? Yeah. I mean, honest truth. That's what I meant. Yeah, yeah. Yes. That okay, so I've only seen like 2 episodes of The Office, and I've seen that clip. It's called hentai, and it's art. I saw that clip, laughed my butt off, and then I was like bummed out to learn that that was actually a cut scene. It wasn't in the show. And that made me sad. Yeah, that was cut out from the show, apparently. It was a deleted scene on one of the DVDs. I'm like, oh, man. Oh, look, should I do the trick again? No, I already did the infinite karma glitch earlier, so we are all set. We will not be doing that again. I forgot I could be Wolverine this entire time.
Can you get over there?
Yes, I can. Oh no, I can't. I am a lame ninja. Shake off the blood. There you go. Okay, so it's the other side where you actually fall down and have another booby trap come up. Deadly Penguin. That should be like a really cool like ninja game. What's my name? It's like Rising Thunder Dragon? No, no, no. You are Deadly Penguin.
An ambush!
You are the Chilly Willy. That wasn't nice. Oh crap, why is that on the screen? That's not helpful. There we go. It's like, oh no, move list that came up. Yeah, so the original version of this game did not have limb removal, didn't have decapitations, or people getting cut in half. You had the steel on bone still, but it turned into like a mini game where you had to hit the right button. The screen would actually stop, like all your action would stop in the middle of the screen. So like you hit him with the sword and it'd stop there until you hit the X or B button. The guy's like, oh god, this hurts. And you'd be sitting there forever until you hit the right button, then it'd continue forward. So yeah, this game was significantly improved for Razor's Edge, thankfully.
This will be your grave.
The ninja is broken through.
If only we could hear somebody loudly climbing up the stairs. Another scarab. There we go. I want to land into a really annoying fight that I hate.
Commencing operation.
Fuck you! You're dead!
Can't change my Nimbo. Inferno. Why is this coming up on the screen again? Come on. So much fun. Not really. Save the game. And Deadly Penguin continues onward. Or is it, was it? How's Cumberbatch say it? Penguin? The penguin. Benedict Cumberbatch cannot say penguin to save his life.
What was that? You're not going anywhere. Over here.
Yeah, this totally won't be an ambush. With the most annoying people this entire game. God, I hate these guys so much. Nonsense like this, like, oh yeah, impenetrable armor. Yeah, Alchemist. Apparently Full Metal Alchemist was not like this. I was disappointed the show didn't have annoying wizards like this to fight, who screw you over repeatedly. Yeah, these guys just suck. Talking to a guy I know, like, friend of mine, Prairie Pursuer, I asked him, like, what's your strategy for beating these guys? He's like, well, skill and dumb luck. It's like, sometimes the game just goes ham and there's no way you can get around it. The game's like, nope. Like right there was no way to do that. You can't counter. Like right there, he interrupted like my combo, put me into a hold. It won't even let me do like Izuna drop on these guys. Can't get like the first attack up. Okay, so they brought in 2 more? Remember just being 3, so now I'm fighting 4 of them. Well, that's the problem is I don't have the Kasurigama, because I have brand new games, so... And I did the Infinite Karma Glitch, infinite, so to speak, as long as you let it sit there. So I have everything upgraded far better than I'm supposed to have at this point in the game to begin with. Fair game, remember. Well, I get tired of it because I got to see it every single damn time. Okay, just kill me. This is what I mean, like, about artificial difficulty. It's like, there's no skill to it. It's basically the computer lets you get past it or not. And you got 3 guys like that, and then they keep dropping out of your Izuna drop, which is basically you do light into heavy, get you airborne, and then you can do more attacks. And they drop out on the first hit. The game's like, no, you're not going to get anybody in Izuna drop. You also do not have any karma whatsoever to charge up for an Nimpo attack. Just like, shit, I can't see. Can't see again. Can I follow? No. I can block your ass. I can do that. That works too. In fact, I think it's a lot better. Thankfully he didn't dodge it. It didn't kill him, but I mean, he gave me life, so... That's a weird mechanic of this game, is you can gain life back. There's no more potions or anything like you had in the first couple games. You actually have to hit people with Nimpo in order to get your life back, which is a bizarre mechanic I'm not a fan of.
Who were those guys? They seem different than the others.
Ooh, extra health. Thank you very much. Yes, learn that skill. Not die faster. Oh! Why didn't I do this before? Ryu is a slow ninja. Graduated last in his ninja class. Him and some kid wearing orange yelling Datebayo constantly. That was a weird time. Okay, game, you gonna let me do this or no? It's like you need to... Now it's working, okay.
You okay, Hayabusa?
I'm in the dome. Where should
Just
I
got
go?
shot out by a helicopter with the world's worst
I
aim.
lost your coordinates
Yeah,
in the
of course
last
I'm fine.
explosion. But the dome should have a monorail that links to the tower.
Okay, everybody, get ready to sing the monorail song from The
I
Simpsons.
will.
Haha, Muramasa's music. Ninja Gaiden Black. Okay, if you can target like the people up there on the top, that'd be a great game. I'd like that. Thank you. Still no. Try it again. There you go. Yes. Rock to the face, I just shrug it off like, yeah, I'm a ninja. It's all good. Don't worry about it. So, I've actually trained in ninjutsu before. It's not what people think it is. It's like a more hardcore jujitsu. It really actually focuses more on breaking bones than anything else. Like, but apparently I missed a day where I get to flip out and like this and take rockets to the face and survive. I missed that class apparently. Okay, now he's dead. Maybe. I just remember this level goes on for like way too long. I think I faced off against the helicopter like 3 times before the level's completely over.
Target inside. Go.
Oh, that was nice. Would have been nice to know you guys are coming, but would have baked you a murder cake, which is actually just like, you know, just devil's chocolate cake, but with more murderous intent, with extra fat frosting.
Reacquired your position and visual feed.
So this is a skyscraper that was abandoned during construction, but nobody remembers where it was, why they put up things for sales, literally things, and for sale, and then stopped building it. Okay. Okay, I'd like to target the missiles, thank you. Oh, thanks, game. Is there a scarab? Yeah, there is one. Okay. These are the rudest people I've ever met. And why is there like a whole bunch of like bad English accent people in like Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi? Oh, I'm from this region, boy. Like what? Okay, let's... Yeah, you are at the mercy of the game at this point. To, like, actually target what you're trying to do. Where the helicopter, which should have been gone long ago by now. Seriously, why the hell are you not dead? Thank you, jeez. We forgot the program in that the helicopter's supposed to die at this part. Sorry about that. No, I'm finished!
That's the monorail station ahead. The intel we have says the dome is still being powered by its solar generator, even though it's been abandoned for 2 years.
Hurt me.
I'm taking you with me.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to get up here. There it is. No, come on, game. Thank you. Well, it's just mostly the shock would do it, really. It's like you wouldn't die instantly from it. You're going to die being cut in half because you're cutting, like, all these main arteries out of your body from recirculating still. You'll die pretty quickly, but it's not going to be an instant thing. You could live for a couple more minutes. Not minutes, but, I mean, it's very rare depending on how high the trauma is, but you'll probably be alive for about another 20, 30 seconds. Yeah, as well as misspoken things, like, not minutes, I meant, like, seconds. It's like, usually within trauma that severe, you would probably be unconscious within 10, 15 at the most seconds. And probably dead by 30, because, I mean, everything will be gone at that point. I can hear it. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, not really much. You'd just be like, oh god, this is the worst pain I've ever been in my entire life. I'm dying. This is horrifying. It's like decapitations too. That's another thing that like freaks people out when they learn about it. That, like, you know, when they head somebody, that you're not really dead for about another 2 minutes. I mean, your functions are going to start ceasing pretty quickly, but there's been people who've been had their heads removed from their body and still able to look around and blink for a little while longer. The French were actually experimenting with it back in the 1800s, like trying to do like reanimations, because they realized like, hey, like, because we're running so many people through the guillotine, why are a lot of them like blinking and looking around for a couple of seconds afterwards? Like after half a minute or so, and they're like, well, let's try reanimating a body. We should be able to do it that way, and then it'd take them like where these people's laboratories stuff like that at the time were nowhere near where the executions were happening, so it'd be like hours where they get a body and they're like, oh, nothing works. Like, well, yeah. Of course, they didn't understand about oxygenated blood and all that other fun stuff, so. You missed from that close, really. I think now the fiends come out. Forgot. That Nimpo is just absolutely worthless. Inferno, here we go. It's upgraded too. It's like... Didn't even really use it a whole lot in Ninja Gaiden 2. Couldn't remember if it feels more useful in this version of the game or not. It's not. now, if I remember correctly, I get to fight Alma. Nope. Surprise hit out of nowhere. It's like, why does it give me the counter for it? There we go. No, it's Wolf. Up, let's see what happens in the Twitch servers here. Servers are kind of freaking out. We'll see what happens. Will it stabilize? Now, it says it's not dropping frames right now, but it's giving me like a warning indicator for like the graph and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, our stuff's going downhill. Okay, looks like it just ended up dropping like 60 frames. It was weird. It's like, server looked like it was going to kick me off for a second, and it looks like it's okay again, so we'll see. Take a second here, open up a new drink. 1 second. All right.
Doors are closing. Please be careful.
And the level's still not done. If you can target the missiles, you can destroy it a lot faster, but it doesn't seem to lock onto those. I can fly! I love, like, the next mission, I think, is, like, you literally jump out of an airplane from, like, 30,000 feet, something ridiculous, and you just land on the ground, no parachute, nothing. You just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm a ninja. I don't need to explain how I can survive these things.
The source of the signal is above you. You should be able to take the elevator to the top floor. If it's still working anyway.
Around here, no. Except for an ambush.
Don't let him get away. Don't let up! Go!
By the way, whenever you jump and aim in the air, it uses up your karma, which is like what gives you the ability to do an impo. So, you can do it on the ground, but you just leave yourself vulnerable to everybody who's bum rushing you and attacking you. So, yeah. More good design. Ooh, the hunger of the curse will take his life. Only taco brand burritos will save him. So the blade's cursed. You feel the pain of your victims. And what does the curse do? It makes you kill more people. Anyone else see how dumb this is? But I'm okay somehow, for whatever reason. Ninja training. The ability to clip your feet through the floor. Super advanced. Bet you guys right now, if you put your feet you can't put your feet closer to the floor. Unless your feet are propped up somewhere, but yeah.
Are you okay, Hayabusa?
Can't put your feet through the floor, I should say.
I'm heading up.
Okay, 194th floor. Now, I've been to the top of Sears Tower. It's a building in Chicago in the United States. It's 105 floors. That's pretty freaking high up. It's no longer called the Sears Tower, but trust me, everybody in Chicago still calls it the Sears Tower. So, somehow Ryu's like 194 stories up. Which would be impressive, because you pretty much you'd probably be around 40,000 feet in the air, I'm gonna guess. Something really, let's see, how tall is the Burj Khalifa? So I know that's like something like 130 floors. How many floors? Okay, so Burj Khalifa has 163 floors. That is like the tallest building, in my knowledge, in the world right now. So I know literally during Ramadan, like, you have different times you end your fasting for the day, depending on what floors you're on, because you can go to the top floor, 163rd floor, watch the sunset, take the elevator down to the ground floor, and watch the sunset again. Crazy. So this is taller than that, so that's another 30 floors or so on top of the Burj Khalifa. And he's just running around like, oh, it's nothing. It's like, it'd be very cold still. You're not going up ridiculously high, but it'd be colder. Very windy. Good times would not be had. Oh, must have T-Mobile. I feel like I shouldn't have said something at all. Could've got the drop on him. How late am I gonna be up tonight? Streaming probably for about another hour, hour and a half. And then I'm usually up until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Depending on pain levels and when I decide to drug myself to sleep, the usual. Oh, speaking of drugging myself to sleep, I have good news. Not about drugging myself to sleep, but so after like 2 months of fighting with the hospital back and forth to get the discogram done on my back to see which discs are bad that they need to pull. Shocker, it's probably going to be all 3. They said like at first that your insurance doesn't cover it. It was this big humongous thing, and they wouldn't return my calls. I had to call for the regional manager of neurosurgery, who controls like half the state of Pennsylvania, all the different hospitals. I personally got a hold of her, and she investigated the problem for me. Turns out the office was like, my insurance does cover the procedure, which is like $20,000. And the person who was in charge there looking it up input the wrong code. They didn't know what it was, so they just put it underneath experimental medicine, which no insurance will ever cover. Oh, experimental procedure? Sure, we'll cover that. No, they instantly deny it. So they were putting in the wrong code, got that fixed up, and I'm actually having the procedure done on Halloween, which is October 31st. So they'll find out, basically they inject my discs in my back, which will then, if they are bad, which they are, will cause horrible pain. Great. And then I have a follow-up with them on the surgeon on November 20th. You have to wait like almost a month for some reason to find out, hey, your discs are bad. So hopefully everything goes well where I have terrible pain. And so on November 20th we can discuss when we'll be fusing my back. That's if everything goes perfectly. So yeah, no trick-or-treating for me that day, even though I am the scariest thing I can think of myself. Ha! Edgy. So yeah. So things are finally moving along to get my back finally fixed once and for all after 2 years of hell. Ninja! Ninja rap! Wait, he's not a turtle? He's not a white rapper? I'm disillusioned. Helicopter friend's gonna be showing up here any moment. I just quick kill him. What? Yeah, helicopter out of nowhere. By the way, helicopters are extremely loud. You would hear that. See, that's why you don't stay on the ground when you try to shoot the helicopter with the arrows. Gonna be Discord for a while tonight. Okay, cool. Whoa, okay. Missiles out of nowhere. Hover missiles. Got it. Oh, this lovely boss fight.
Ah, good. You still live, Ryu Hayabusa. Quite a fast response today.
Weird response for a man trying to want me dead,
anyway.
so...
Unfortunately for you, we're all done here.
Who are you?
Ah, an alchemist. Born again in the here and now.
Let me tell you, don't try to revive your dead mother. Ho ho ho! That does not go well.
A skyscraper abandoned in the middle of construction. Like the Tower of Babel, built so high they incurred the wrath of God.
It reached 6 whole stories high.
End of the world.
I'm tired of your nonsense.
You lack a sense of aesthetics, my friend. After all, doesn't the art of your country teach you to appreciate austerity and the elegance of decay? And speaking of decay, how's your arm? It's an old Slavic curse, you know. The grip of murder, they call it.
The grip of murder?
All material things pulse to their own frequency. The words of the curse resonated with the blade of your dragon sword, broke down its structure, then melted into your arm, together with all the malice and hate it encapsulated.
Something tells me that's not scientifically accurate.
To weave.
Malice and hate.
Think! How many lives has that hand taken? Hundreds? Thousands? The blood of those you have cut down infused your sword, together with their vengeful hatred. Now, it's in your arm. Perhaps you can hear their sorrowful wails? Well, soon those cries will begin to rock your arm from the inside out. The infection will spread to the rest of your body, and that will be the end of you. Death will follow shortly. The only real question is, who will die first? You or the world? Damn you! You want to know who I am? I'm the same as you, Ryu Hayabusa.
Brother?
We're cut from the same cloth.
Our brother!
Right hand. That is the symbol of all the lives you have taken, all the people you have killed. Make no mistake, you are an assassin of the darkness. Enough!
A mirage.
In the ruins of paradise, where the corpses of dreams lie rotting, what could be more fitting than a mirage? Yes, of course I'm an illusion, as is all existence. Nothing more than a collection of data points, resonating in infinite expansion. But enough. The time to talk is at an end. War and strife is your fate. Death, your duty. Or am I wrong?
We'll just fly past these blades real slowly and cut it open. Sure, why not? By the way, it doesn't matter what button you press. For there, I was actually hitting B. It doesn't care. As long as you hit A button, the game's like, sure, you press X. Sure. Fly through the rotor blades, we're all good.
The cockpit's too heavily armored.
Just don't stop.
heavily armored.
Yeah, you said that before. I'm kind of busy right now.
No.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. Don't actually shoot any of the damn arrows or anything, Ryu. No, no, no. You do you, buddy. Yeah, this is why I hate this boss fight. This is ridiculous. Most of the boss fights in this game are just absolute garbage. This is one of the worst ones.
The cockpit's too heavily armored. Your arrows can't pierce it.
Yeah, it'd be nice that missile launcher died now. Thank you.
Hang on just a little more, just until the altitude goes down. The wings!
I don't know what happened to my Jeep.
Hayabusa! Are you okay? Hayabusa? It has an exploding tip that'll blow up anything it hits.
Tell me something.
Sure.
Are you using me to field test all your prototypes?
No. It's just that I thought, well, there's this guy in our lab who's a bit mad, and he...
A bit mad? You don't mean me, do you?
Wow, you sound just like the bad guy who poisoned me with his curse.
Than it already is. Kana!
Oh, look, it's Kana.
Here? You were supposed to be looking after her.
Orders. Ishigami told me to come.
He didn't order you to bring Kana along, did he? Didn't I tell you?
Now she's gonna ask the nice ninja to be your new daddy.
It's not safe for you here. You have to wait in a safe place.
Just like
until
Mommy
Mom gets
said.
home.
Mommy's little wingman.
She said she didn't want to be alone anymore. And besides, with this maniac on the loose, no place is safe. She's better off with us.
What's done is done. You're here now.
Is she your...
I guess a few introductions are in order. Hayabusa, this is my daughter, Kana. It's all right, Kana. You don't have to be afraid of him. He may look kind of scary, but he's a good man.
He's killed thousands.
Scary. Hello, Kana. My name is Ryu.
You ever seen a zombie up close?
Dragon.
Kana, don't be so rude. I'm sorry, Hayabusa.
You should have used your other arm.
It's okay. I'm sorry for scaring her.
Perhaps you could introduce me?
Oh, right. Hayabusa, this is Clifford Higgins, a scientist with the Ground Self-Defense Force's Special Research Unit.
That's all?
What else is there?
Such love for her dearest brother-in-law. Anyway, hello. Call me Cliff. Your legend precedes you, you know.
Nothing but stories.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. In any case, it's a pleasure to meet you, Hayabusa. So, to business, shall we? We have identified the group behind the threat.
You have?
Yes, they're called the Lords of Alchemy. You actually know them better by their global conglomerate front, LOA.
But not as good as the Lords of Thunder, with most of its stolen music from the group Rainbow. But ignore that fact. Yay! Do I have any new ninja skills? No! I think this is where I get to play as Ayane? Yeah, I get to play as Ayane now. She's fun. But unfortunately, the karma points do not carry over from one character to the next, so you have to do the infinite karma glitch with her as well. Let's upload to play. Just playing some Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Ugh. Yep, now we get to do Ayane, which, taken out of context, would be really, really inappropriate and funny. So yeah, I'm doing Ayane. Ow. I also love how fast she gets dressed too. It's like she's fully clothed in like less than a second. Once again, I must have missed that day in ninjutsu training. I'm playing on the Xbox 360. I do also own this for the PlayStation 3, but I don't have a DualShock 3 controller, so I have to use like either DualShock 4, which doesn't act too well, it has problems with it, or the Wii U, which is currently boxed up, which is the glitchiest one, but in my opinion, the best version, because you also can play as Momiji and Kasumi.
Yeah.
Also, for whatever reason, I don't understand why, this game is going up in price. I bought, on the same day, 2 copies of this game, one for the Wii U, one for my PS3, spent a total of $10. Not per game, total, both games $10. That was 2 years ago. Now this game, by itself, per platform, is around $40 to $50 online. I don't know why it's gone up in price.
Sorry to ruin your vacation, but we need you, Ayane.
I'm not doing this for free, Irene.
The government declared their opposition to the Regent of the Mask. They acted way faster than we thought they would.
It's good we got him before they could.
For which version? Because I looked earlier and it was like $40, $40 to $50. Of course, I'm in the United States, so I'm not sure if it's where you are. Canada. Well, that's still cheaper. Yeah, his Wii U version like was cheap, but like when I looked this up for the 360 the other day, I was like, why is this game so expensive now? interesting. Okay, well, that's good news then, because I was thinking, like, why is this game so expensive? So I'm going to try for the infinite karma glitch again. So if you're wearing headphones, be careful. PlayStation 3 is $85. Whoa. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm going to turn down the game audio pretty low for the output for you guys. But just be careful still with, like, you know, headphone users. I'm not sure how that's going to come. If I get it again, I'm going to turn off the audio completely for the game at least. So if you're not familiar with this trick, it's on all platforms, all versions of the game for Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. If you hit the start button, the exact frame that you pick up the scarab, you'll hear this like sound trigger. It's basically, yeah, exactly, you know it is, the karma glitch. I did it earlier with Ryu, I nailed it the first time, so this time's probably not going to go as well. But we're going to give it a go. Yeah, because I need everything else here, so we'll see. I like to buffer it. Crap. Did not get it. Got the lunar staff with Ayane? What? What? Okay, that's not supposed to happen until, like, you switch back to Ryu, if I remember correctly. Why did it... Yeah, that's a new one for me. Or I'll have to try the next one. Let's just reload. Just give it another shot. Cleared. Yay, more loading. So with Simu Emulator, you can kind of play this game. They've gotten it to be like more, pretty close to like full speed now, which is pretty awesome. But unfortunately, you still have exploding, what's called exploding geometry or exploding vertices. So you have like geometry just start exploding in the screen, flashing stuff. It's really annoying. But it's getting closer. So pretty soon you'll be able to play the Wii U version of this emulated.
Sorry to ruin your vacation, but we need you, Ayane.
I'm not doing this for free, Irene.
The government declared their opposition to the Regent of the Mask. They acted way faster than we thought they would.
Yeah, Ayane is fun. She's real fast, but it's like you really have to get her upgraded. Oh, really? I was wondering how that was working, because I haven't tried it recently. My computer's not the best, so certain games don't run too well on RCP. But some of them do pretty well. Like Ninja Gaiden Black, I can't really run too well. That game like goes anywhere between like 30 frames to 60 for me. And gameplay is tied into frame rate for that game, so sometimes it's super slow motion, or it's the right speed, so... Alright, so let's give this a go again. Oh, I just realized I had the audio still turned way low, but that's fine. You just missed the normal grunting. This might not work if it's going to give me an item, so that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking if it gives you an item, that it might not let the glitch happen. I might take it because it's like instant. It's like there's no pausing or anything. So I'll have to try with the next scarab.
They're heading for the presidential residence. The resistance won't hold out for much longer.
It's like, like the Wii U, it's like a pulsing, it's like bomb. It's kind of like the what is it? The Inception trailer, that music they did. This one is like even worse. This is a constant, loud ringing sound. What's a girl doing here, oi?
This whole area is under their control. Be careful.
Well, that's the thing. I was discussing that earlier. It's like Ninja Gaiden 4. Be careful what you wish for, because we got Ninja Gaiden 3. Here's an abomination. We've had Yaiba, which is another abomination. So it's like there's no guarantee that 4 would be good at all. It'd be nice. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but it's like it makes me kind of worried. Okay. Also, I'm noticing playing on the 360 version that sometimes you just lose control completely. It's like you'll just stand there and like you can't do anything at all. Like no attacks, nothing. Happened a lot in the first level. It just happened again not a moment ago with Ayane. Yeah, what I'd personally love to see would be like a Ninja Gaiden collection. Black, 2, and 3 Razor's Edge. You know, remake them with like just even you wouldn't have to like even do like a full remaster type deal like Final Fantasy VII remake where you're just remaking the entire game, just up the graphics, you know, 4K. And then for 2 on the disc, you'd also go back and actually change those things, make it like the ultimate version. Take all the positive things like the reduced missile or projectile spam from PlayStation 3. Extra characters, put them into the 360 version where you have the difficulty, gore, and dismemberment. Make it like an ultimate. That'd be really cool. I'd be down for that.
So much for taking it easy in Paris. Clear this up, and they'll probably give you a VIP vacay next time you're in town.
If they were to do such a thing, which we know they will not. Oh, God, nice. The guy blew himself up.
Ninja! Stay sharp! Get around her!
Yeah, that's like the big thing too, is like I also pointed out earlier, it's like, okay, so getting Ninja Gaiden 4, you know, who knows what you're gonna get because Itagaki left. So it's like, you may end up in a situation like you had Ninja Gaiden 3, which is just lambasted and appropriately so. And you had Razor's Edge, which is trying to fix all the problems with the game. Which, if you, as I like to say, if you polish a turd, it's still a turd. It's maybe better looking, but it's still got its problems. For like item removal, only being able to heal yourself through Nimbo is kind of weird.
Spider ninjas? What are they doing here?
Seems like they're working for the terrorists.
Yeah, it's like Black Spider Ninjas. I don't think you got the memo. You guys are supposed to look like, you know, the Spider Hoods and stuff like that from Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2. Apparently they went all cyber. Actually, one thing I was really impressed with, I think it was last year I did it. I was playing Ninja, it was Dead or Alive. Yeah, I did like Dead or Alive 1, 2, and 3. And then 5, because I don't know 4. But I own the Xbox ports of Dead or Alive 1 and 2. I put them to 360, which upscales it. That game looked amazing. It looked like it had just been released, like a remaster. I was like, holy crap, you don't even have to remaster this one, just put this one out for everybody to play. Call it a day, just put on modern systems and you're done. Hello, Save Bird. Remember, there is a way you can get this here. I think you have to backtrack. Yeah, you have to go forward, then backtrack to this place, and then climb around a bunch.
What a pain.
Yep, that's why I'm not doing that fight. I agree, Ayane. Bad dog. Yeah, so that's there.
It's a girl! A ninja!
Alright. Will Nintendo, like, ever port this to Switch? Doubtful, but I mean, if they were to do, like, a full remaster, it'd be dumb not to. Pardon me. It'd be in their best interest to do it there, but I mean, it's like the whole thing is all dependent upon if this were to get a remaster to begin with. Then we turn around. We go climbing back up this way, which I think is, yeah, it's just to get that crystal skull, which I can never, like, get past those things anyway, so I'm not worried about it. We need to unlock level 2 at least. Yeah, so this, I would not expect it to ever be ported to Nintendo Switch at all. The Switch is still, it's a popular system, people love it. It's still ridiculously underpowered. The Switch is literally a cell phone processor. So is it like forward and across the way, or is it up top up here? Because that's where I can't remember where it's at, because I can hear it. I think it's like forward a little bit and over to the left, if I remember correctly. Like you have to jump across the road. Because I know there's one coming up that I'm going to try to glitch on. Okay, so do I need to climb up, or do I need to keep going forward in the level? Because I know in the level there is also a scarab over here. Actually, I'm hearing the crystal skull, so... Alright, here we go. Hold on to your butts. Let's hope this works. Gotta get lined up better. I know I'm a little farther back, but I really want to make sure I get enough space. Ah, crap. Didn't get it. Reload. That's what I hate about this glitch. Other than it's a glitch, it's like you have like a 1/60th chance of hitting it. 1/60th of a second to get it just right. Oh, trust me, I won't forget to drop the volume. If I get it, I'll drop it immediately. Oh good, I get to do this nonsense again. Yay. Let's get these people, because you don't need to do it.
What a pain.
Thank you, game.
It's a girl! A ninja!
Oh, now I'm gonna be cursed where I can't get it because I got it the first time with Ryu. Now it's like not gonna work with Ayane at all. Well, here's the thing with getting Witcher at quote-unquote 60 frames per second, you have to overclock it and also mod in a debug mode into it, which is on the PC version, which for whatever reason you can throw it into a modified code. So if you pirate the game or have your own and know how to rip your own Nintendo games, which can be done, and overclock your Switch, not really that great of a deal because it doesn't have too great of a, cooling processor. Yeah, you can get it to run at 60 frames per second. You just have to disable a bunch of stuff. But there are caveats to that. Like I said, there's always things like that, but it cracks me up too because I hear it like also the entire time. Like I have like several fanboys, Nintendo fanboys, in the Bayonetta forum, like Discord I have, like, not mine, but like I'm a mod in it. Oh god, these dogs are destroying me this time. They're like, oh man, Switch Pro is gonna fix everything, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be coming out soon, and it's like, it's not coming out. Nintendo's not doing it, they have no idea what the hell they're doing. They're not gonna put out a more powerful system. Even like the new version of the Switch Lite, which is a slightly stronger processor, it's still being coded to not run full speed. The match parity with the first generation, it's like, it's just not built for it. You're not going to have a major gaming system. Like, if you want a major, like, pro system or something that's going to do high-def graphics and stuff, just buy yourself a PS4. Oh yeah, and they're still, like, foaming at the mouth. Like, it's the best thing. It's like, they're not going to do it. And overclocking, they're like, well, overclocking things make things faster. Some games, yes, but it's still, you're overclocking it, making it run faster than it's supposed to, it generates more heat, you're running a risk. It's like they'd have to definitely improve the ventilation for it and all this other fun stuff, and then, yeah, it'd be general havoc. Nintendo's not that smart. They still can't figure out how to do stuff online properly. It's like, what makes you think they're going to be able to design a better system? Because, yeah, there's people who believe all that stuff, and they rapidly foam at the mouth. I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen.
What a pain.
Then you meet people who are like, oh, the Switch is the best thing ever. It's like, it's the most powerful system. It's like, it's not. Like, what crack are you smoking? Nintendo has purposely, for the last 25, 30 years, used underpowered hardware. because it's cheaper. It's like, that's the reason why they do everything. It's why the Wii was literally a GameCube, like a slightly stronger GameCube, which is also why it was able to be emulated so ridiculously quick. Because it was like GameCube architecture, just slightly stronger. It's like, whoa, big whoop. So yeah, Nintendo is... they're always in the profit of making money, which is what any business should do, but they just don't... they don't get it anymore. It's a very Japanese way of thinking of, this is how we've always done it, and this is the way we're going to continue to do it. We'll tell you what to like, because we know better than you. Whereas like Sony and Microsoft are like, okay, let's go big, let's start swinging for the fences. I think I got it. Alright, so... yeah, so I killed your guys' audio, but I still had it going through my headphones, so I had to quickly, like, turn off my headphones real fast. Oh, so we'll let this sit for a minute or so. Everybody stretch. Pop your bones back into place. And just wait it out. We'll let it sit for... I think I'd let... yeah, so when I did it with Ryu, I let it sit for like 2 minutes. I got like 50 million karma points, so... yeah, we'll let it sit for a little bit longer. It's thinking like, oh, let's play some music. It's like, well, I'd have to turn up the output audio for the stream. Pardon me. And that means you'd be hearing music on top of the wonderful sound we're hearing right now. So, interestingly enough, as I pointed out, this works on all versions of the game, but the audio tone is different. Like this one, like that continuous like fast buzzing sound doesn't happen on the Wii U. The Wii U version is actually like more of like a, like I said, described earlier, like a pulse. Like here go like louder than softer, louder, softer. So it's kind of crazy. So this version, I'm not... yeah, I think the PS3 version is like the same way as the Wii for the sound. The 360 is the only one I've ever heard do that really super fast buzzing right now, so that's kind of different. I think we should probably be good enough right about now. I think it's been sitting there long enough, so... let's get my headphone volume back. Oh yeah, there's that buzzy. And 40 million, okay. That's good enough. Okay, looks like that's it. Classic DOA costume. Breasts that don't really move like that. Yeah. Thought she... oh, I guess it was a... so I remember the Wii U version, she had like this kind of military fatigues, but I guess that is one of these ones that unlock a little bit later, maybe? Yes, physics X. Oh, I forgot about that guy. I was like, I don't want to get ambushed. Oh, it's so much nicer. Now I'm like really cutting through people. Yeah, those alchemists, I hate those guys so much. If I could change one thing about this game, just one thing, I would change those guys. Absolutely. But if I couldn't change those guys, then what I would change instead would be the removal of Nimpo, restoring your health, like bringing back actually like healing items. Crazy, I know.
Okay, I made it.
This is it. Good luck.
If I remember correctly, first they make you fight more scrubs, then they bring out the alchemists. Let's see, what is... techniques. Yeah, this isn't the worst dub I've ever heard. I actually don't have a problem with this one. Just everybody having those weird kind of Cockney accents.
Gotcha.
Other than that, no problem with the rest of the voices. Like I said, like, playing games I've heard far, far worse.
How many are there?
It looks like reinforcements are on the way. Watch out.
Oh.
Yeah, now this is getting fun.
Now the best voice acting I've ever heard in a game, best, like, worst voice acting I should say, it's a Sega Saturn game called Deep Fear. That game is special because it never released in the States, or North America, and it's entirely voiced in English. With like, I don't know where they dug these people up, but they are like some of the worst voice actors I've ever heard.
Look who I run into. Such a darling little heroine.
This is as far as you go. Prepare to die.
Breaking in, killing. Time for your punishment, girl.
Don't let him get to you. You can do this.
I know! So shut up and let me fight!
Oh, he saved the other person, the jerk. Yeah, so much easier when you have level 3. It's like, oh, cakewalk with these guys now.
Now it ends.
Don't even try to act all tough.
Warning. Missile strike commencing. Time until impact.
May the unclean world
15,
be
14,
purified.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
Irene!
4,
She's busy creating a GUI in Visual Basic to backtrace the IP and hack the missiles.
Looks like I got them in time.
See?
Seriously. You want to try not waiting until the last second to do that? So
I hacked the transmission codes and got control of the communication satellite they were using.
So I didn't really have to worry about death from above or whatever. I guess I'm done here, right?
Not yet. Now we're going to find out who these people really are. Ryu's trying to figure that out too, but in his condition. You're the only one I can count on.
All right, fine. You can use me a little longer.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I can put up with input lag around 5 frames or so, and that's pretty much what it was running on PS Now, unless they've changed it, because I actually streamed that before I had a capture card, the Elgato I had, so I was like, oh cool, let's try playing the Ninja Gaiden games this way. And I did 1, 2, and 3. It takes a little bit of adjustment, but it's fully playable, at least based on the internet connection that I have, thankfully. It was very doable. I mean, but then I tried, like, Ultra Street Fighter 4. That, not so much. That game is like, definitely don't ever play it through that, but these games you can definitely play. Don't try to go online with them, though. I mean, if you're trying to play online with somebody else, that'd just be, like, you deserve to get smacked for that one, but... So, Deep Fear I mentioned here. I made a little video about having the best voice acting for it ever. Let's turn up the audio a little bit and switch over to that. Guy's name is Dubois. It's amazing. Desktop, here we go.
I asked Dubois, the designer, to come too.
Oh, there's no problem with my CFOX system. No accident should have occurred. Oh!
We can't get through on the wireless to either the Seafox or the Navy area. We have no idea what's going on over there.
This is terrible. My masterpiece is ruined. Oh, what am I going to do?
The rescue...
Yes, Dubois is... That voice actor should have like gotten a BAFTA or something, in my opinion. I mean, that is the pinnacle of voice acting. Ninja Gaiden 3's online is dead, no one's on it. Huh, interesting. Well, I know that like people play it in Europe, but it's like very, very limited. So a couple streamers will get on there and play it, but this game actually came free with Games with Gold, so like through the Xbox, so people might be trying to play it again. Unless they're still charging like $10 for the Ninja Pass or something stupid. Like, here, you bought the game. Now pay us another $10 to go online. It's like, why? Unless they change it to be just like where it only gives you like characters or unlockable stuff like that. But I remember that for a while you had to have, I think if I remember correctly, you had to buy their special Ninja Pass to play the game online. There's no Ninja Pass for it. Okay, maybe it was 3 I was thinking of. The original version of this game.
Arriving at objective.
Oh yes, this is my favorite part. Just jumps out of an airplane. No parachute, nothing. Or helicopter, whatever this is.
I'm going in.
I don't need no stinking parachute. I'm at 5,000 feet up above the area, but we're gonna do it. pardon me. Let's learn more stuff with the staff. Is that it? Looks like that's it for everything new. Boo. Now, I really found interesting, though, is they actually, for vanilla, they actually patched in the ability to, I think that, yeah, the original version of vanilla, I'm trying to think back, because I have like too many versions of this game stuck in my head. It's also the problem I run into, like, trying to do kind of speedrun stuff with Ninja Gaiden Black. So I have Black, Vanilla 04, and then Sigma in my head too, but the original version of 3 was just a Dragon Sword, no other weapons. And then I think in 3 Vanilla they patched in the ability to have, right off the bat, the Scythe and the Talon Claws. Which you don't really get in this. I guess you have to get through Scarabs to get them in this game. I've actually had that glitch before right now where it's like it would not destroy. It'd just be there like damaged, but you couldn't break it to move on to the level. The Wii U version is, like I said, it's superior and inferior at the same time. Like, you have a lot of slowdown. You have a whole host of glitches that aren't in the PS3 360 version, but you do have the extra characters, which kind of makes up for it.
I've never seen insects like this before. This is no normal island. Careful, Hayabusa.
It's like the ninja left. I'm returning to patrol.
Really?
You gotta be careful. Who knows what kind of stuff is waiting for you out here.
Oh, I'm actually going the right way. I wanted to go the wrong way. That going to the left was the correct path. Here it is. Nope. There we go. Yeah, Momiji and Katsumi are the ones I like to play. Kasumi's kind of fun. She's like pretty much closer to Ayane, but Momiji, I kind of liked her because she's got like the more power to her. It's different playstyles. I always value different playstyles entirely, which is why, like, for Bayonetta 2 that I speedrun, that's why I like playing as Jean and playing as Rosa, because you mix it up. You don't do the same thing over and over. So I really like that for the Wii U version. Kind of bummed that it was exclusive for that. You only had those characters. I mean, you got Ayane for this at least, but which she wasn't in vanilla. But at the same time, I really wanted to have the other characters in this game. All platforms, like 360 and PS3.
He's sleeping on the job again.
It's a patrol. Get in the shadows.
No, I think I'll do that instead.
There we go. I'll kill you.
Yeah, so if they get, like, the Wii U version, like, the emulator patched up, I will definitely be playing that on stream sometime. I'll probably show it off before I end the stream tonight, but just to show, like, the current problems that are facing it, but it's interesting. It's, like, mostly playable.
Commencing operation.
Come on, game. Oh yeah, I've heard this game, if you have an Xbox One, scaled up really nicely. So that they feel like you have a 4K screen. Which I own neither of those things. My parents have a 4K. I have just a plain old 1080p, but it's 120 hertz, which I actually paid extra for back in the day to get. Yeah, this is the one I've actually had glitch where it wouldn't destroy and let me forward. We'll see if it still does it. Nope, let me pass. Yeah, so my parents have a 4K screen. I have a 1080p. I'm fine with that. The gaming monitor I'm playing on right now is also 1080p. I can live with that just fine.
About time you are getting away.
A radio. But where is it?
Well, that's the magic of radio. You just don't know.
Is this radio broken? Come in! Come in!
Can you jump onto that truck?
Baby, you know I can do it.
Looks like he didn't notice.
Whatever, I'm leaving.
Having worked around these like cargo containers stuff like
get
that,
caught.
these things are notoriously loud, walking on and everything.
LOA. The toothbrushes to tanks, guys?
The one and only. They used to be your average, massive, high-tech...
Toothbrushes to tanks. I want a tank toothbrush now. Make that a thing.
Industry shakedown. They diversified into manufacturing, well, anything and everything. After analyzing the weapons we seized, we realized they'd been secretly developed...
Weird place for a flashback.
No question about it. The fact is, if you've got technology, money, and a vision, you're pretty much invincible. It's always been that way. What I could do with the tiniest fraction of LOA's budget.
Look at all these offices and affiliates. LOA has global reach. If anyone could control the mass media, it's them. So that means they could be behind this. The only question is, why would they go to the trouble?
Don't ask me, that's your job.
Mizuki, I need you and Hayabusa on Abysmal Island at once. We think this is the location of LOA's secret lab. We don't have much of a window. Get going.
Understood.
Abysmal Island? I heard that place is terrible. Oh no, it's actually rather nice. Just poorly named.
Watch your back with Ishigami. He's hiding something.
Like what?
This operation isn't sanctioned by any government. This is his little project. He's off the grid.
No.
Yes. The Americans know you and Hayabusa are on the move, and let's just say they aren't happy about it. Something's not right about this mission.
Understood, Cliff. But regardless, we still have to check LOA out. I'm going.
Okay. Just be careful out there.
Mommy has some work to take care of. I'll be back soon, okay?
You do that thing I told you.
Away.
Be mommy's wingman. I'm alone. No one dates a woman with a kid.
Take care of her for me, Cliff.
You got it. And this time, I won't let her out of my sight. Promise.
Let's go, Hayabusa.
Okay.
See? Wingman. She's good.
Of course. Her and you both. I promise, Kana.
Here, you can touch my diseased hand. It's called leprosy.
Come on, Hayabusa.
Oh no, I've played this game multiple times before, but this is the first time playing it on the 360 since I've had my new 360, quote-unquote new, so I didn't have any save files or anything, so... I've played and beaten this on the PS3 and the Wii U. It's been a while. I think I last played this on the Wii U about a year and a half ago on stream. Oh yeah, I know the story.
Out of the truck! Roger! Fire!
Yeah! Don't need a pacey. Fuck you! Yeah!
Oh, I never know who the main bad guy is. It's Dr. Cliff. Because reasons. Ryu killed like her father-in-law or something stupid. It's like, it's nonsensical. And then like Kana's part of the ultimate weapon. And can you stop her from destroying the world while saving her? It's like, really? That's the best you can do without Itakaki? Alright. Nice, the game decided to just trigger the rage. Fiends exist here for some reason, yes. They've been really toned down from Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2, you guys fought these things like non-stop. Which is something I've lamented about this entire series. It's like, the first game, Ninja Gaiden and Black, I just refer to Ninja Gaiden Black, it was like, it's kind of like this weird kind of like fantasy, not quite reality, you know, our reality type deal. You end up in like not quite Europe, trying to get the Dragon Sword back. And then the second game, they're like, well, let's start incorporating some real life places like Tokyo and New York City and so forth. And this game, they're like, it's our world, just better technology at the moment. It's like, well, so they went from like weird kind of like fantasy stuff with like fiends, and then trying to have to cram the fiends into this, like no one knows what they are. It's really weird how the series progressed.
Wait, that sounds like incoming.
Get the heck? What? If only I knew what it was.
It'll burn the whole area. Get out of there. Hurry.
I'm sorry, I'm trapped in this weird Crash Bandicoot level. I can fly! I hate helicopters in this game. There's a lot about this game I'm not a fan of.
Mizuki, come in. I took care of the helicopter.
Okay, so I'm literally gated in by tiny little pebbles. Okay. Sure. Well, it sucks to be you, dude. I mean, shouldn't have been evil. Yes, Devil's Third, or Devil's Turd as I call it. The highlight of that game, which actually, they made super limited copies at first of that game. It literally, like, I think, if I remember correctly, it was under 1,000, like 900 copies was going to be sold at first. So they sold out and instantly jumped to like $400 in price, and then they kind of realized, oh, we should probably make a couple more copies of it. So they did a second run of it, which helped reduce down the game price some. Wonder what it is right now. Let's take a look on eBay. eBay. Wii U. Probably still going for, yeah, it's around crazy prices still. So anywhere between $20 to $150 depending on who you decide to buy from. So not bad. Highlight of Devil's Third though is definitely Game Grumps playing it. That was actually made a lot funnier. Just the absurdity of the game. Yeah, so I was originally going to get one. I was actually going to get a copy of Devil's Third before, like, it turned out to be like a super collector's item at first. I was like, holy crap, I was like, why can't I find it anywhere? And then I look online, gaming sites were like, yeah, Nintendo only made like 900 to 1,000 copies of this game, so they're gone. It's like, holy crap. And they kind of realized, oh, we should probably do it. I mean, Nintendo keeps doing that. They did that kind of with Bayonetta 2. They made, I think it was 400,000 copies of Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U when it first came out. I bought it because, I mean, that's why I bought a Wii U to begin with, just to play that game. Same thing for the Switch. So they eventually sold through all the copies. The game became a lot more expensive. It was like around a $100 to $120 game for a while because you just couldn't find it in circulation. Then Smash came out with, you know, they added her to that game. It jumped up more high in price again for a little bit. Nintendo kind of realized, oh, this is our chance to make more sales with Bayonetta, so they re-released 1 and 2 for the Wii U. I believe that, I think they were separated out, like, because my version has both games in it, but I think if I remember correctly, the re-releases, they just had the games separately. Like, you could just buy just Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, and I think physical copies as 1 as well, or it just may have been digital. I'm not sure. Things I'll have to look up and re-verify and confirm. But they did have to re-release the game. That's where I gotta do the wall run. Hello, bird. That just turned me around. Come on. Get off me. Thanks, camera. There we go.
You're dead. This will be your grave. Don't let him go.
I know there is a challenge place around here, but it's like, I'm really terrible at those.
This'll be your grave.
Get off around the corner, please. Thank you. Leva keeps using up my, you know, the rage. It's like, thank you. Okay, let's see. Yep. What does my other costume look like? Let's see. Ah, it's the classic Ninja Gaiden. Blech.
Attack!
Moving onward and upward. This is where I dive into the dive into the middle of whatever this thing is.
Can you hear me, Mizuki?
We got the wonderful T-Rex fight. Ugh.
Ninja! Yeah! Combat positions! Take position! Surrounded! Yeah! Catch it to pieces! Ninja sighted!
Oh no. So all I do is just keep breaking his armor. Alright, fine, we'll do the faster weapon. Oh no, not again. I just like to imagine, like, this is all in Ryu's head. He's just standing there, like, fantasizing about nothing. Bad guys are like, should we attack him? Like, no, 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 man, don't interrupt him. What? Okay, game, you done freaking out yet? Oh no, disconnected from the Xbox, now what will I do? Yay! Got an achievement I never had before. Reached maximum karma multiplier during Bloody Rage. Neat! I forgot achievements were a thing. Now I feel all special. Remember that was like the big thing, like, come on, controller. Achievements were like weird concept at first. This is like, okay, it's like I get points, like what is this thing popping up? I get points, and what do they do? And then it quickly turns into a competition between your friends of like who has the highest gamer score and stuff. It was kind of unique situation that, you know, really got kind of brought into its own with the 360 and then later turned into, you know, patching into the PS3 with trophies, but it's all good. But for now, though, there we go. I was like, come on, man, it's like, play the right video. I know that the drive is spun up, it's fast, it's all good. Should be working. Yes. That would be the ultimate tie-in lore, Ronnie, I agree. It's like how, you know, it ties into the Samurai Showdown whole universe here. That'd be awesome. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Definitely, you know, appreciate everybody. So, oh, it looks like I had some followers here. Peasant I think I blocked that person. I think that was the person who may have tried to spam me earlier. If you're not, I apologize for that unnecessary slander. But Mr. Senpai, and of course we have Ronnie, Live to Play. Yes, bad timing indeed, but oh well, it happens there. Nimix, Jay, Melavan, AJ, Mollusk. I think that's everybody. Oh, Morg showed up too. Yeah, I haven't seen Morg in a while, so that's all cool. So yeah, I'm kind of tired from playing today. Lots of things going on. You know, lots of undue stresses and so forth. You know, I'll tell you about later off stream there. But for now, as I said, do appreciate everybody there following and hanging out. I will be back tomorrow, unless life intervenes, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just type into Google and it'll tell you for wherever you are in the world. You can also check me out on Twitter at Warsaw555. You don't have to follow, but if you feel like coming back, that'd be awesome. I usually post up around 2 to 3 hours in advance when I'll be streaming, and you know, or if I need to cancel for whatever reason, you guys will be notified through there. Tomorrow I will be most likely doing a Bayonetta 2 speedrun. Nice, I didn't do it right. So yeah, Bayonetta 2 speedrun, expect that tomorrow. I did an offline run and lowered it down from another 3 minutes from the last time I streamed, so we'll see what category I pick, probably more normal or second climax runs with Bayonetta. But that's what you need to look forward to. So thanks for hanging out. We're going to read over to Speedrun Hype TV, which is like a task place on loop. They're a lot of fun to watch. So I will hopefully see you guys next time.